right, back with you today. I got a box of 1981 Fleer Star stickers. How sweet is this? Look at that thing. 1981, fresh. You got 36 packs in here. What do we got? 5 stickers, one stick of gum. That's right, one stick of gum in a Fleer product. 81 Donruss and Fleer had gum in their product, in their packs. And Topps was like, whoa, we're exclusive to the gum. And that is why in 82, Donruss came out with their puzzle and Fleer came out with the logo stickers. But check these out, pretty cool. I'm excited to open these. Came across this box not too long ago, so wanted to open it up. I am stoked about it. There is your gum. Does not look too bad at all. Not bad at all. And they are not sticking, which is really, really nice. So this is like your, it's kind of very similar to a base card, even has the 81 Fleer backing on it, except that it is a sticker and you can stick it places wherever you want. So again, you get 5 sticker cards per pack. Awesome cards here. Tommy John, Ron Say. Looking for some Hall of Famers as usual. We got guys like Dawson and Yastrzemski, Fisk, Dave Parker. Of course, I am hoping to find a Ricky Henderson, which that is his second-year card. And you got Hall of Famers in here as well. See Dusty Baker right there. Hooten. And they flipped them all around. Gary Maddox. All right. Flipped, and more flips. So, yeah, unlike, the stickers that they came up with later on, or even the stamps in 82, which we all know how that went. These are like a straight-up baseball card, not really meant to be stuck in a book or something. I guess when you were a kid, you could put them on your binder. Back in the day, there is a nice Johnny Bench. Starts off our Hall of Fame stack. Although really there is probably no bad player in this set, to be honest with you. 128 cards makes up this set. Nice Andre Dawson right there. Old Expos uniform. LaFleur. Bill Russell. 128 cards makes up the set. And Ron Guidry there. It's 125 superstars, and then there are actually 3 checklist cards in this set as well. So all the dust and stuff from the gum. At least it's not sticking on there. There's a Dan Quisenberry. Oh, Willie Randolph there. Nice. Cooper. Hey, is a cool Reggie Jackson. They look pretty good. The edges are a little chipped, of course. That's why these are probably tough to grade. It's got all the dust from the gum on there. And Bruce Bochy right there. I don't know why it has the logo on this, and as far as the cover and the box and all that, gives me the feel of Star Wars for some reason. Phil Necro, nice. Nolan Ryan, pulling out some big names here. This is great. Hey, look at this. George Brett, Willie Stargell. Holy cow. You take out that Moreno there, and almost a 5-card Hall of Fame pack. That's my kind of pack right there with some Hall of Famers. Get rid of some of that dust. There's a nice Jack Clark. There is a Jenkins Hall of Famer. And there you have it. So pretty neat. Don't think there's any errors in this box or in this set that I know of. If there is, they might be uncorrected, but I don't believe so. It was definitely stored good because the gum is nice and dry. There's none of that like black, moldy, nasty stuff that would be on some of these other things that I've opened, where you see it's just like makes you want to throw open your mouth a little bit. Nasty. But yeah, this gum, like, look at that. That's pretty solid. I would almost eat that. I'm just kidding. I would not. Well, no, not eating it. Not doing it. Not doing it. We're just going to show the cards. I tried a piece of gum from, what was that, 91 tops that I had opened, I think, with the Chipper Jones, and whoa, that just turned to dust immediately in my mouth. I was like, nope, not doing this again. No, thank you. A Manny Trio there. Yes, sir. Not doing it. But this gum definitely is not that bad. Come on, there we go. Jerry Koosman, Joe Rudy. Usually throw the stuff behind me, but try to just keep the gum intact in the, so I don't have to pick it all up off the floor. Be a lot easier later when I'm cleaning up. Hey, Carlton Fisk, Hall of Famer, Joe Bibby. And like I said, Ted Simmons, Hall of Famer, Buddy Bell, looking for a Ricky. Every time there is a card, certain card that I'm looking for, it always seems to happen that I don't find them. Oh, what happened here? We were doing so well with the gum, and now this. Dang it. We're going to just leave that right there. We will leave that alone. Eddie Murray there, Hall of Famer. Joe Morgan in the back of this pack. And that's it, actually, on that stack. We were doing so well. We had one pack here so far where the gum was not like we've been seeing. Bill Buckner. So yeah, back to the always the one card that I'm looking for, which is the Ricky Henderson. Odds are I won't find it because every time I want to, I don't. So it's kind of, I guess you peel off the corners and it's almost like it's got the little missing the corners on the sticker when you put it wherever you're going to put it. I have seen these graded, but there really isn't much value in them, which I'm kind of surprised. And these are pretty tough to grade because they are, well, at least this box has been very, very choppy as far as the cards, the edges on these cards. Whoa. Snap the gum. Looks like we got a checklist coming up here. And I think the checklists actually have stars on them, which is kind of cool. At least it's not just a boring old checklist where it's you know, just got some random numbers and stuff. Oh, Reggie Jackson, there it is. Does it say checklist on the front? Because I just noticed it on the back there. Was the other Reggie? No, the other Reggie was a base. They used the same. Look at that. They used the same sticker front. And it doesn't even say checklist on the card or anything. It's just the checklist Reggie or card number 115. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. Something different there. Don Sutton on the back of this pack, Hall of Famer. Coming up right here. Carney Langford. Dale Murphy. Al Oliver. And there is your Don Sutton. Keep grabbing 2 packs from time to time. We got Robin Yount. For Rick Russell, Al Bumby, Concepcion, and Dreesen finishes that pack. Oh, look at this. We are halfway through the video. This is where I thank you all for watching. Thank you for joining me. Checking out this 1981 Fleer Star Sticker pack with me. Pack box. Eddie Murray. They're pulling out Hall of Famers like that Eddie Murray, checking out what's still out there. This box, actually, I think I picked this up for $40. Not too bad, considering it's a 1981 product. So I think that was a pretty decent price, actually, to be able to open these packs from 81 and pull Hall of Famers out like that. Alan Trammell there, Chris Chambliss, And you got the 2 Hall of Famers in Seaver and Gary Carter finishing that pack. Not bad at all. We got this nasty old Gary Templeton with that nasty old gum. The rest of the gum has been fine, so that one's kind of odd. The oddball out. There's a George Foster with lots of gum residue as far as the powder on them. Nice Fred Lynn there. And we got upside down Dave Winfield with the Padres. Sweet. That's cool. The old Padres uniform was really neat. You definitely feel the old the wax on the back of these packs. Paul Molitor, Hall of Famer, George Foster, and Burleson ends that pack. Wonder how many boxes it would take to complete a set. Raleigh fingers. Still have not seen the man that I'm hoping to pull in a Ricky Henderson there. So, come on, Ricky. Where we at? Steve Kemp, Jim Palmer of the Money Store, Mike Schmidt, Steve Garvey, and there's that Templeton without the gum stuck to his face. Look at this mess. Sure, I'm making a mess today. Ken Griffey Jr. No, wait, that's senior. Sorry. He wasn't around back in 81. Well, he might have been. Was he around in 81? No. Yeah, he should have been around in 81, right? Yes, he definitely was. What the hell's wrong with me? 81, 89 is his rookie year. He was just a little kid back then. He was alive. Carlton Fisk, Hall of Famer. Gary Carter, Hall of Famer. Tom Seaver, Hall of Famer. Almost made it. 2 non-Hall of Famers. So far, best pack was the 4 in that one pack. 4 out of the 5 Hall of Famers. And my table is getting messy, but whatever. Clean it up when I'm done. And Jerry Kuzman. Little messier than I normally would like it. Jim Bibby. Joe Rudy. I kind of understand why it's hard to get good grades on these. Look at that. They're just like chopped to hell. This is Joe Rudy. And that's that pack. What do we got left? I got about 7 or 8, it looks like. 7 or 8. Let's see if we can find the Ricky Henderson. Second year Ricky Henderson. That would be pretty cool. Have a second year sticker Ricky Henderson. That's a nice Rod Carew right there. Sparky Lyle. Wow, look at that stash. That is awesome. Mickey Rivers and Bob Horner. Yeah, sure had some stashes back in the day. Dale Murphy on the back of this pack here. Let's go to that side. Let's Ken Singleton. Kingman there. Lansford. What do I add? Lansford. E-I-E-I-O. Kingman on the back of this one once again. Seen Kingman a couple of times now. Ken Singleton. Otis. Oh, yeah. More repeats. More doubles. No Ricky. How come we can't get like 3 Ricky Hendersons? Got the 2 Reggie Jacksons, although one of them was the checklist. This might be a little... No, we've seen Johnny Bench. Although there really is no correlation to this, I'm noticing, right? They're kind of just all over the place as far as these packs. I like them, though. They're a lot of fun. Definitely going to look for a box of this again. Larry Parrish. There he is. All right. Doesn't look too bad either. Center looks nice. A little bit of chipping from when it's cut. That's the unfortunate thing with these, but pretty cool. Got a Ricky. How do you like that? Jim Rice and Steve Carlton also in that pack. So, all right, I'm happy. Got the Ricky Henderson. Got a nice Paul Molitor on the back of this pack here. There's a nice Tony Perez with lots of gum residue on him. Hey, Pete Rose even. All right. We got a Pete Rose in the house. And there is the Paul Molitor. Last 2 packs of the video. Thank you for watching again. Thank you for joining me. Pretty cool. If you open these, let me know. How did you do? Did you get yourself a Ricky Henderson? Do you have the whole set? I'm sure some of you guys out there probably do. Triple threat. Check that out. Schmidt, Rose, and Larry Boa. Nice. That's a cool card right there. And this is it. Last pack of the video. Can we end with someone strong? Let's see. You got a Hall of Famer and Goose. All right, at least we got one. Is that Reggie again? Is it the checklist? It is the Reggie checklist once again. There is a Vita Blue, Ken Griffey Sr., and the Phil Garner ends this pack and the video. There you have it. Your 1981 Nasty Gum, and this gum is actually not too bad. What a difference. But anyway, that's it. 81 Fleer Star stickers. And with that, I'll leave you with this. One man's junk wax, another man's treasure. Take care.